Hey everybody, it's a bright and sunny day in Tokyo, and I just wanted to take you today to Tsukiji Market. This is the last, well, yesterday was the day that it closed. This is the day that it officially closes. Nobody could go into Tsukiji Market from September 30th. It was closed to the public on that day. And from the 6th to the 11th, Tsukiji Market's gonna be moving to the new market, Toyosu. Relocation's going on right now. So, on the other side of the river, you can see Tsukiji Market. This is Kōtō-ku Bridge. This is a very historical bridge in the city of Tokyo. This is Kōtō-ku Bridge. This is a very historical bridge in the city of Tokyo that crosses from Toyosu to Ginza. Wow, the wind's really picked up here in Tokyo. And on the end of the bridge, right there, follow my finger, this is all Tsukiji Market. And this is what's shutting down, and this is what's being relocated. Hey, so we're gonna cross the bridge right now and make our way across to Tsukiji Market. There is a lot of action, I'll tell you right now. There's a ton of trucks. There is a lot of action, I'll tell you right now. There's a ton of trucks going by, and you can kind of smell the fish. A lot of these things probably haven't been moved in a long time, some of these stands and stuff, and I wonder how the area is gonna react to it. Not just the fishermen and the market and the sellers and everything, but also like the environment. I know Tsukiji Market sort of had a ninja rat problem. I don't know if you'd call it a problem. Ninja rats might be a good thing to have, but I've heard that the rats of Tsukiji were very nimble and they were able to climb phone lines and power lines and get through tight places because, well, they're ninja rats. So there we are. It's hard to see because the sun is right behind it, but that right down there in the center is Tsukiji Market. And right there, that's a brand new bridge, by the way. So I can get this balanced a little bit better. I love this bridge. Kōtō-ku Bridge is, it's a pretty neat bridge. Now this bridge used to open up as a drawbridge, but it no longer does that since tall boats cannot come in down the Sumida River. I think it's been like that for maybe 3 decades or longer, I believe. All right, we're getting closer now. Now we can kind of see Tsukiji Shijo, which is the name of the market. It's a Saturday afternoon here, so people are a lot more relaxed. There's no business guys. The locals in the area are out and about. But you see some people taking pictures, so there are tourists here kind of, you know, saying goodbye to the market. We're getting close to the entrance. This is where you would go in order to wait in the morning for the tuna auction. And I have a lot of really fun memories just waiting. I don't know if they're fun though. I just have a lot of memories. Let's just put it like that. Waiting for the tuna auction to start. We got there at 2:30 in the morning and we would sit down uncomfortably for an hour and a half or longer until they called us in to go and see the auction, which lasted about 15-20 minutes for us to see anyways. So, just saying. Okay, now we're very close to Tsukiji Market. You get a better view because the sun is, it's hard to balance here. Okay. There you go, you get a better view of Tsukiji Market from the Sumida River. We're now very close to the market. And there she is. Closed now. Loads and loads of trucks going by. I believe they're moving some of the stuff, but I thought I would take a quick look, see, since I live in the area. How is Tsukiji Market gonna change? I can tell you a couple of things that I know right now. All right, how will Tsukiji Market change? Well, yeah, OCD Stig writes in, I'm sad. Yeah, I'm kind of sad too, because this is such a big part of the identity of Tsukiji. But, you know, Tsukiji was here before the Tsukiji Market. You guys know that, right? Tsukiji Market came in after the great Kanto earthquake of 1923, which devastated the city back then. And Tsukiji Market was in Nihonbashi at the time in Tokyo. And they moved from there after the earthquake in, I believe it was 1935. They moved it to this spot. And I don't know when it officially opened. I think it was around 1935 or so when it officially opened. But since then, it's been here, the fish market for the city of Tokyo. Tsukiji, but Tsukiji's been here a lot longer than the market. Tsukiji actually means, this actually means reclaimed land. So the kanji, if you can read the Japanese kanji, it means reclaimed land. And I guess it was like in the 1600s that the land was reclaimed. No, now, just mind you, nobody can go in. This is the entrance. And here's information for visitors, okay? All right. This is where you would go for the tuna auction, but now it's all closed down and only workers can go in there and just people that are on the move. Which is pretty interesting. So there you go. There's the market, and there's a lot of stuff happening. The inner market is this way. So when we did the auction, we would go this way, and then it was taking place in there. A lot of movement. Well, there's always a lot of movement, but you can see the trucks packing up, taking a lot of the stuff inside the market over to Toyosu to move, officially move. Much of it. Oh man, and you can smell the fish. You can smell the fish. It's a big wop. But those who came for the tuna auction will remember this building right here as the place where you would sit and wait for hours before you were let in to go and see the tuna, the freeze-dried tuna. I can hear the announcements going on. We're gonna walk around. All right, so the inner market is closed. The inner market is moving. The outer market, this is a big question. A lot of people have been asking me over the last couple of months. The outer market is not going anywhere, all right? The outer market will still be here. Hey, how you doing, Ash? You can be assured that if you come to Tsukiji in October, even though the market's over in Toyosu, which is about 1.5 or 2 kilometers this way, it's almost like a straight shot. You could be assured that you're going to get pretty good sushi in this area for a long time to come, because this is still the origin of Tsukiji. This is still where a lot of the good restaurants are, and they're going to be probably setting up a branch over on the other side. But I bet you they keep their head offices right here because, you know, historically this is where you want to be. I'm going to be here on Monday again, or sorry, on Tuesday to eat sushi at one of the shops. And I'm going to be doing some research and to kind of get a feel on what the outer market is going to be like going forward. How will the outer market be affected by the move? The market's now 2 kilometers away. Things like Jiro Sushi, his shop, I guess you guys saw the Jiro Sushi documentary. His shop is at Sukiyabashi, which I said Sukiyabashi, which is straight this way, about 1 kilometer. And in the movie, he takes his bicycle and rides to the market. Well, guess what? He's gonna have to ride another few kilometers longer to get to the market to get his fish now. So I guess a lot of people haven't really thought about how that has affected him. All right, I can see there's a ton of shops and a lot of activity here. So I'm gonna just hang a right here and we're gonna follow the course inside of the market. Still a lot of people in the area. I can smell the fish. Ah, fresh fish. Here's a Tsukiji fish shop right here. One of many. You can see the forklifts. People are moving. But the fish isn't going anywhere. They still have shops here and they still sell. So these shops didn't close. It kind of feels in this area, it kind of feels like the vibe is that it is closing. You get a vibe, kind of a sadness to it. It kind of feels like this is the end. All right, there looks like a group of people up there. I wonder what's going on. A lot of moving. So a lot of the older sushi chefs are gonna have to make a longer trip to get their raw ingredients, and that means that that's gonna be a struggle, I think, for some people that have made their businesses here in this area, because a lot of the foot traffic is gonna be moving to another area. It's gonna be moving to another location. All right, here we go. This is the exit. This is where a lot of the action happens in the outer market. And you can see there's tons of stands. There's lots of people. Not much has changed here. There's still businesses because it's the weekend. There's a lot of people taking pictures, trying to get to remember what it was like. There's a lot of memories here for people, especially locals who have families for generations that have been in this neighborhood. For the last 2 or 3 generations, it's been right here. All right, now I can see there's the inner market and there's the gate, and they're not letting anybody in. Gotta have a permit. Does that guy have a permit? I guess they're letting anybody in. Maybe we can go and take a look. Oh, the cop's telling people he can't go in. Hey, Joe Cisneros, thank you very much. There's a security guard there. He's really waving people off. He's doing a good job of just saying no to the people. He's got some backup. The guy's backing him up, and they're keeping the public out. The public was no longer allowed to go into the tuna auction and the inner market from September 30th. So it's been closed for over a week now. They do have some signs in English. No photos. That means on the inside, do not touch the fish, the cabbages, the knives, the forklifts. It's kind of obvious. There are some rules like avoid walking together in large groups, kind of single file. Photography was prohibited inside. Watch out for vehicles passing through. It was kind of dangerous inside. I remember having some close calls. Also, down here there's a sign from Tsukiji here in the inner market. Please don't follow Japanese guides after tuna auction. Yeah. The cases have been reported that take you to restaurants and make you treat the bill. So there were some bad tour guides in here. So after the auction, which was up to you, nobody actually guided you when you did the auction. It was something that the city allowed tourists to come in and look at the tuna auction. And then when it was done, you're on your own. And then there were guides that would come and kind of pull you into the restaurants. And no suitcases. You couldn't carry bags with wheels, for example. It just got in the way. And I guess they had accidents with people leaving it, and they had the trucks knock them over. Yeah, so this is the gate. There's a lot of equipment. Look, I bet she's moving equipment out from a shop. There you got hung up there. He's moving equipment out, taking it to a moving van on the outside, and then probably shipping it to Toyosu on the other side. You see a lot of these trolleys are taking the stuff from the shop to trucks to ship to the new market. Hey, Gretchen's here. Hi, John. Do they do canned tuna? I love canned tuna. No, but I might have some sushi after this. Check it out. They're getting a free ride. If you ride on one of those, I wonder if you need a permit. I guess they just let you in if you're riding one of those. Oh, look. They're getting a free ride. No, it's not fair. Wait. You're not going to see a lot of sites like these much longer. These old carts have been going back and forth for decades through the market like this, just transporting things from one place to the other. They're powered by natural gas, I believe, which is food friendly. You didn't want exhaust fumes because it would ruin the fish. So all of these vehicles, none of them were powered by gasoline. Trucks were not allowed into the inner market, not into where they were selling the fish. But those little scooters, I forget what they're called. They had a name to it, but the little scooters were allowed in because they're gas powered by natural gas. And now they're gonna be the new Mario Karts. By the way, everybody, Mario Karts got sued by Nintendo, and yeah, they're not going on around the city right now either. That happened about 10 days ago. So, bye-bye Mario Karts. So there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that you guys should, information that you should know. Now there's a ton of stuff that they gotta clean up. It's gonna take forever to move. But the moving days for officially are starting from today to the 11th. They're gonna be on their way out. Silly Nom Noms for some sushi afterwards. Is the outer market staying or is that moving also? So Silly Nom Noms, thank you very much. We have more people watching the live stream right now. The moving day from Tsukiji. What I can tell you about the outer market is that there's no plans right now for any of the shops to move. But the more successful shops, I think, are going to be opening up branches in Toyosu, most likely. But the head offices are always going to be here. Historically, they've been here. The head offices have been here because this was Tsukiji Market, and you know this is Tsukiji Market. This is the historical place. You're gonna want to have a shop here, even though the market is moved. This doesn't mean that this stops being a place for fish. It's right on the river, and it's got a history going back to 1935. And the fish market has moved before historically. Before it was here in Tsukiji, it was in Nihonbashi. Woohoo! Excuse me. There's a there's a lot of dust in the air. There's a lot of dust in the air. I think it's because they're moving stuff that hasn't been around hasn't been touched for decades, I think. I wonder whether there's some worry that the ninja rats of Tsukiji whoa, the ninja rats of Tsukiji are going to be moving towards Ginza. And in Ginza, all the brand shops, Cartier, LV, Louis Vuitton, what are the other brands? Bulgari, I don't know what their names are. They're kind of worried that those rats are going to make their way into the high class. Because if I was a rat and I was displaced, I would go to Ginza too. If you're going to be homeless, you want to be a Ginza homeless person, right? I mean, no one wants to be homeless, but if you had to take your pick, you're going to pick first class all the way. So I figure the rats are gonna make their way to Chuodori into Ginza, and there's lots of underground passages, and the ninja rats will find a new home. I'm not quite certain what they're gonna be doing with this inner market. I guess eventually there'll be a museum, and they'll probably start building shopping malls and high-rise buildings, which is what you can see behind. Do you see that? That's Kachidoki on the other side of the bridge. And they're building tons and tons of high-rise apartments. And on the other side of the Sumida River, which sits right there, that's where the Olympic Village is going to be. So there's a lot of stuff happening over that direction. And I bet you people are going to want to live a little bit closer, so they're going to put some of the high-rise apartments on this side. Because this is prime real estate. Who would not want to live a 5-minute walk to Ginza? I mean, come on. Let's get in front of the gate. This is what it feels like to be inside the cell. Hold on to it. I need a metal cup to rattle this with. But it's pretty cool to see. The inner market is very, very busy. There's a lot of movement, a lot of stuff happening. And my nose is running. There's a lot of dust in the air. You can smell the fish. You can smell styrofoam. Is something that there's a lot of smell of styrofoam. That also might be something, broken up styrofoam in the air. These are the final looks of Tsukiji Market on moving day. Yeah, I know it's not good for me. And there's the security guard. He's standing firm. So there's where you cannot enter. He's guarding hard. He's packing heat. I don't know if he's packing to eat, but it is pretty exciting to be here. I'm gonna come back here in a minute. I'm gonna do this live stream for about 35 minutes and answer some of your questions about Tsukiji Market. There's some more styrofoam containers, and they're just moving the stock out from the inner market, I guess, to trucks on the other side or to shops. And they're just getting the stock and they're moving it to restaurants, maybe to buyers. I'm not sure exactly. But there's a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of activities, and there's a lot of tourists here taking pictures right before they close. A lot of people coming just to check it out for the last time. They'll come and stand in front of the gate for a couple of minutes, take a picture, just, I guess, reminisce, and then they'll leave. Yeah. It's like the fish paparazzi. These guys really like their fish market. There's some people posing for a photo in front of the gate. This is the last time you can do that. I guess they're just gonna remove everything. You can see the inside of the market from here. Do you see underneath the canopy there? And I remember filming the Tsukiji episode for the Only Japan main channel and just spending several hours inside of there, trying not to get hit by moving vehicles. And it was so busy. No media crews here. I believe that they kind of took all the video that they needed yesterday. This is the day after, which I think is even more interesting. Tons and tons of activity. Well, it's always been busy here. It's just, this is the kind of activity where everything is going outbound and nothing is coming inbound. Except for more styrofoam containers. All right, maybe we'll come back here a little bit later. But I want to take a look at the outer market and just kind of get a feel for what it's like right now with the market out of commission. This is the Sushi Shrine, and this I know is not going anywhere. So before you eat your sushi, you could pray here. Or fishermen would pray here, or sellers would pray here, but this is famous for being the Sushi Shrine. Because it was right outside the gate of Tsukiji. And it's still a place, if you're near Ginza, you can walk here in 10 minutes. It's still kind of a place that is kind of cool to check out. It's called Namiyoke Inari Shrine, and I'll read it here. It is said that Namiyoke Inari Shrine was built during the Manji era, 1658 to 1661. That's when this was reclaimed. This is when the reclaimed land was. So Tsukiji means reclaimed land. It happened in the mid-1600s. During the years of the Manji era, when land in the entire Tsukiji was reclaimed, there it is, the work ran into difficulties due to waves. It is said, however, that after the image of Inari Myojin was floated on the sea as worship, and the land reclaim work was safely completed. So this was, should have out of respect for the people building. It's autumn. Everything's falling, but this is out of respect for the people that were building the reclaimed land. Whoa. They're taking pictures, like even the drivers are taking selfie shots to remember what it was like before. If you go in here, you will be able to see some sushi maybe. I haven't been in here in years. But I'll be back here. Oh, this is, yeah. It says the name of fish, and you can see fish right there. Sakana. So this is where you would pray for fish. Yeah, and a lot of tourists are coming in here too. I don't want to spend too much time here, but I thought I'd just bring you in here for a second. Right outside of the Inari Shrine is the outer market. Let's take a walk down the street. This is This is the gate to the inner market right there. And now we're gonna move to the outer market. Let's take a right. All right. Call me Dusty Ninja. Love the videos and live streams. Thank you very much. Put that towards the sushi money for Tuesday. I'm definitely gonna be getting some sushi, and I'll be back here on Tuesday to spend some time. So this is the outer market at Tsukiji. Lots and lots of boxes, you can see. And they sell more than fish. That looks like pumpkin, kabocha. So they sell more than fish. And you can see here, there's a lot of movement. Oh yeah, packing. Wow. Interesting. So you can see the shelves are empty. Do you see that? The shelves are empty. They're putting it away. And they're moving these out. Wow, it's empty. Check out the empty spaces. A lot of empty spaces inside of the shops. So the shops seem to be relocating or moving. They kind of are getting a sense that business has been dropping, I guess, and it doesn't look promising without the fish market. All of the tourist traffic to the market is going to be going to Toyosu, that's for sure. So that also means like a lot of the tourist stuff probably is going to be moving too. You can see there's magnets and little stuff like that. Trinkets a tourist would buy, some chopsticks and bowls, but that's all moving because there's no more tourists. Whoa, and you can see, check it out. They're just like, a lot of stuff is being torn down. They're just removing everything from the inside of the shops, and I guess eventually these shops will become, these shops here in the outer market will be torn down, and then I bet you the property is so valuable they're gonna put high-rise apartments here. It's hard to say. It's hard to say for sure what they're gonna do with this, but if you can see behind me, these are like shacks. You can see them taking some of the stuff out, probably gonna be disposing it, destroying those buildings and putting up some new building there. You know, before the 2020 Olympics, and this is just part of the nature of Tokyo. Nothing really sticks around for a long time. There I am right there, the shadow. You can see a big fish. I wonder if they're gonna sell this fish. Anyone want to buy a fish? This is for a sushi shop here on the corner, and the sushi shop's not going anywhere. Hey Cecil, thank you very much. Watching your live streams just makes me want to buy a ticket right now and go to Japan. Welcome. Please do. We get a lot of people coming to Japan right now before the Olympics, and there's a really exciting vibe. Just not much excitement here though, as a lot of people are relocating. There's another moving truck in the distance. Hey Joanne. Use me for yummy food. I will be using this for yummy food. Trust me. You know, and if I could find some street food or something to eat, maybe I'm gonna pick something up. But right now, I just see a lot of moving. Check it out. Let's go take a look at this this moving truck. Usually on the weekend, this kind of activity does not exist. This place is just really quiet or full of tourists. But today, tons and tons of trucks. Use the money to battle Godzilla. Nice idea, Chris. Oh, check it out. He's washing. It looks like that he's moved all the stock out. He's moved all of his stock out, and now he's, I guess, getting ready for the move to Toyosu as well. So he's washing it down. So we're live in Tsukiji Market and just kind of walking the streets as the market moves to Toyosu just to see how everything is shaping up. I like to think of this as a historical reference. In the future, maybe we'll look back at this video and go, so that's what Tsukiji Market was like. Yeah, that's what it was like. On moving day, anyways. On moving day. I will take the fish, writes Gretchen. Gretch, I think it's gonna be hard to send it to you. You're gonna need a bigger box. It's a Jaws reference. You're gonna need a bigger boat. Alright. So let's walk a little bit further from the entrance. Make our way this way. Once again, I'll be back here on Tuesday for some action, some fish action. Gonna be making a sushi episode. I'll check out those guys. A lot of shops are closed. It's hard to say if it's because it's a weekend or just because there's no action. So you're gonna walk now through the outer market, which is still open. There are a lot of people here. This is where the outer market officially kind of starts. And you can see people are open, they're selling stuff. There's a lot of tourists here. A lot of visitors. There's a lot of hungry people. I could smell the sushi, the vinegared rice. Let's go down a little bit down this street and then we'll make a right down one of the alleys to see how they're doing. There's some taco. One of the things that left us with the closing of the market, which is kind of sad too, is the first Yoshinoya. Do you guys know beef bowl? Yoshinoya is a big now international brand for beef bowl. And the first Yoshinoya was inside of Tsukiji Market. And I asked about this. All of the fishermen don't want to eat fish. They spend their days with fish. They fish it out of the sea. They look at fish. They smell like fish. The last thing they want to eat is fish. So what did fishermen want to eat? They would eat gyudon or ramen. They would eat anything but fish. And that was one reason why the beef bowl Yoshinoya started in the 1930s here inside of Tsukiji Market. And that one inside the inner market is now closed, sadly. Yesterday was the last day to go to the Tsukiji Yoshinoya. And yeah, that's sort of the history behind the beef bowl. They just didn't want to eat fish. I mean, would you want to eat fish every single day? Look at it, smell it. It's kind of hard to live the fish life. Toby is responsible for this, writes Reverend 900. I'm coming to Japan in November. Bad to see it go before. But yeah, you know, it is bad if you didn't get a chance to see it, but on the bright side, I think the new Toyosu market will be able to handle the traffic a little bit better. I'll tell you something, visiting Tsukiji Market was always a little bit stressful because there was so much traffic and it was just chaos. And the thing with outside visitors visiting was that it kind of added in this X factor where accidents could happen because you kind of understood the pattern of stuff. It's like the highways in Mumbai. There's no lines on the roads in India, so people are just weaving, and then you throw in somebody from the United States driving in India, it's just chaos because they have no idea how the ecosystem of driving in India goes. It was the same thing when the tourists came into Tsukiji. They really didn't know how. They really didn't know how it worked. So you get a hon maguro don for. Yeah, ここに住んでますよ。住んでんの? Hi. You get a hon maguro don on rice for about $25, and that's with miso soup. I guess this is pretty reasonable. I mean, for Tsukiji, it doesn't get better than this, right? So the outer market seems to be buzzing.
Excuse me?
Yes.
YouTube live?
I'm not doing live.
I'm a huge fan from Italy.
Oh, buongiorno. Hi.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm
Naima?
Naima.
Naima. Nice to meet you, Naima. Yeah. I'm right now introducing the market. This is the last day. Well, yesterday was the last day, but this is the...
Yeah, everything is closing right now.
It's sad. It's very sad. How long are you visiting Japan for?
It's my second week. I'm staying 5 weeks for volunteering.
Oh, wow. Okay. Awesome. You're on the live stream. It's kind of sad. Did you get to see the market? Did you get to go inside the market? No? Ah, that's too bad. I have some good memories in there, but it's very crazy. So you're staying here for 2 more weeks?
Other 3.
For 3? Ah, so you can go next week to the new market. Careful. Yeah.
Oh, nice. I'm going.
Yeah, on the 11th, I think. It'll be crowded, but maybe we'll go. Wow. What are they selling here? It's nice to meet you. Thanks for saying hi. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a nice day. So let's see what they're selling. Whoa! I guess they're not selling this. Alright, he's selling the last of his stock, I think. And he's doing it pretty reasonable, so there's a line. Wow. Whoa! What? He's just getting rid of his stock. So he's got all this stuff in boxes, and he's just getting rid of it at really cheap prices. Gretchen, you want me to send you some of this? He said you could put it into the freezer. Wow. How you doing? Last of the stock. Everything must go. Oh no, he lost one. I'll just ask. I'm just curious. I'll ask. He's saying 600 yen. What? That's really cheap. So this in the bag is 2,800 yen, which is actually hon maguro. So that's cheap. That's really cheap for hon maguro. Wow. He's saying last one. Oh my word. Oh my word. That's a lot of negitoro. That's minced tuna. Whoa, he's really packed that in there. Whoa. It's good till tonight. If you just put it in the freezer or the refrigerator. Oh, sorry. He said that it's good for, if you put it in the freezer, it's good for a month. He just said, hey, Carlos Mitra, get some clearance fish.
Only in Japan.
Yeah. I don't know, Carlos. I don't know if I'm gonna get some, but I appreciate that, Carlos. All right, let's see how much this is. This is a lot of fish. Let's see how much is this gonna be? What do you guys think? Yeah. Let's see how much he's got here. He's putting a lot of force to close that down. That thing's gonna bust open. I guess he taped it down. He taped it down. There's so much in there. He taped it down. That's awesome. The news is right here in front of the stand where they're selling stuff on clearance. Thank you, Victor. I wish I could just get like one sushi. I don't really want to put a lot. We have a small refrigerator at home. Last of the last. They're saying this is it. There's no more after this. That's it. From now, it's the end. That's what he's saying right now. From now, that's it. This whatever he's got, he's selling right now, and then that's it. That's the end of the game. No more. Which means like the shop is closing. That's kind of sad. So this is famous for having spicy mentaiko. So this shop. It's kind of sad that it seems like they're closing shop or they're moving maybe. A second. Whoa. Wow. One reason why I don't buy it is there's actually a long line. I was not in the front. I was just reporting on it. That's pretty crazy. You can see the action going on right there. So it's neat to see just hello. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Live stream, eh?
Yeah, we got 700 watching.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's your name?
Matt.
Oh, hey Matt. How you doing?
Good.
Where are you from?
Amsterdam.
Okay. And are you sad too about Tsukiji Market closing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sad. It's moving eastward, right?
Yeah, it's moving to Toyosu.
Toyosu.
Yeah, it's about 2 kilometers that way. But I'm not sure if all of these people can fit or have a shop or can afford the new rent and all the other stuff. So it is kind of unsure what's going to happen. But I'm getting the feeling that this shop right here is closing down. But I'm not sure.
Did you see the protests going on?
No, where's that?
There were protests here the whole week, supposedly. So vendors and
you can't protest progress, but I guess you can. There's no, Tokyo's got a history of moving the fish market around. It's moved like 4 or 5 times. It moved here in '35 because of an earthquake in '23, and now they're moving.
I'm here specifically to try the uni ink bun. Do you know?
Oh wow, no.
It's like this crazy contraption.
I don't know, where would that be? But it probably around here. I just wonder if it's still open because of all this stuff closing down.
Oh yeah. So are they
Think
closing
about
this
that.
entire area? This whole area will
This
be
is the outer market. No, actually the outer market will be fine.
Yeah.
But I think that they're closing down because this is their stock. They cannot get any more from this market.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
So the sushi shops will be able to get the sushi from Toyosu starting on the 11th. The new market opens up on the 11th, but I believe for them, their business was based on getting it fresh, like walking here. And now to go there and back and forth, maybe it makes it harder for them to operate. Doesn't make sense to operate here.
Is it far away though? Like how many kilometers would that be?
Actually, if you just take the Harumi Dori, you just go straight and you're in Toyosu. So
Oh, okay.
it's just like 2 kilometers, I think.
that's doable.
But for somebody, like I was saying earlier in this live stream, like Jiro Sushi, you know, he's 90 something, 98 or 100.
Oh, yeah, Sukiyabashi.
Yeah, he would take his bicycle here, and now what's he gonna do? He's gotta ride another 2 or 3 kilometers to the market.
Man, that must be painful for him.
Well, he seems like he's in pretty good shape.
Still, eh?
Yeah.
I think he's.
こんにちは。
こんにちは。どこで映ってるのこれは。
あ、これ外国人に、まあ来週まででしょ。だから外国人に今どうですかね。なんか外のマーケットまだ仕事してるでしょ。店まだあるでしょ。わからない。どうするこのエリア。
築地はここは残る。
残るでしょ。
残る。どんどん宣伝してほしい。
でも外国人観光者はここに来ないでしょ。
いや、ここに来るようにこっちのが食べ物屋とかあるから、こっちの方が面白いとか、向こうは入られへんから、こっちに来るように促してほしいんですよね。
便利でしょ。銀座の近いからね。So the shop will stay open and the restaurants will keep serving sushi. I don't think anything's really going to change with the out of market, but I do get a feeling that right now there's a lot of uncertainty. みんな未来は分からないでしょ。
未来
なんか来年とか5年後どんな
オリンピック
後ね、
こっち側また建て替え出すから、でオリンピック終わったらまた復活するっていう感じ。それまでこっちが改装するからこっち側だけ残してるみたいな。で豊洲の方には入れないから。
そうですか。その店入られないでしょ。
そう。
かわいそう。
だから物流センターみたいな感じになるから豊洲は、一般のお客さんとか観光客とかがこっちみたいに入れないから、だからこっち側に遊びに来るようにって言っといてください。そう。
Keep coming to Tsukiji Market. 言ってる。そう750人ぐらい見てる。Please come to Tsukiji Market. So a lot of these shops can't go to the new market. They just can't afford it, or there's no space for them. It's run by the city. So the result is that the businesses have to adjust to that reality now. So if you do come into Tokyo, what he's saying is still come, ne?
Keep supporting your local vendor.
So yeah, keep coming, keep supporting the local vendors here. As you can see, like a lot of these shops here have been here for a long time. A lot of these buildings here have a long history, and until he's really selling that.
Crazy boy.
Crazy boy.
Super crazy.
Yeah, I've had it before. Yeah, that's a mentaiko. Yeah, mentaiko. Mentaiko is like a spicy fish egg. すごい美味しいですよ。で、その明太子、市場からでしょ？ここから。
築地ではクレイジーボーイがいる。
クレイジーボーイ？
クレイジーボ
ーイ。安い。今1500円ね、サイズでしょ
？500円プライス。
500円。500円。でもそのたくさん食べられない、もったいない。
クレイジーボーイ。
Yeah. Yeah.
You're from the channel, right? Only Japan.
Oh yeah. Hi. How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I actually saw your channel before I came.
Oh really?
I saw your video.
Awesome.
So when I was passing by, I'm like, I've seen that guy. So nice to meet you guys. Thank you.
Yeah. Where are you from?
New York.
I'm from New York. New Yorker in the house.
New York.
Hi. Yeah. Hey. Thanks for coming to Tsukiji. This market's closed, but it's kind of neat to kind of keep the local businesses going and stuff. So. Hey, if you want some cheap tuna and fish eggs,
Yeah.
You can get out on that, right?
No, not really.
Yeah.
It's my first time here.
Okay, you should get some if you're hungry.
Yeah.
It's like $15 for small. It's doable.
Yeah. But you just have to try a lot of it. Volume でしょ？ちょっとだけ売らないでしょ？ They're not selling a little bit. They're selling enough to put in a refrigerator for a month. Yeah.
You're not putting a fridge.
No.
Yeah.
The flavor is gonna deteriorate fast.
Yeah, you have to eat it pretty fast. I don't think you can freeze this.
So
he's yelling, crazy boy, crazy boy. This is how we do it. Getting people to buy all of the stock before they close. So if you are in Tsukiji and you really like mentaiko, please come here right away. You're gonna have a lot of mentaiko for an entire army.
I'm gonna continue my uni.
Okay, all right, brother. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Do you have a YouTube channel? All right, go ahead, plug it away.
Oh, I will plug it away. Yeah, if you want to see my Tsukiji Fish Market adventure here, it's probably not as good as the man himself.
No, don't say that.
But yeah, check out Reformat on YouTube. Reformat with 2 T's.
Reformat with 2 T's.
Yeah, it may be interesting. It's maybe interesting.
All right.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
It's an honor to meet you.
No.
Let's take a photo together.
Sure, sure.
Can't forget that.
You want to be in the photo, you guys? All
yeah,
right.
let's all be in the
photo. All right, how's that look?
No, not really. Let's try another one. Okay, perfect.
All right.
Oh, minasan, arigatou gozaimasu. Crazy boy! Crazy boy!
That's how it's done. That's how you do it.
All right, guys. Have a great one.
Take care. Good luck on your search.
Streamers, thank you. I'm searching.
Yeah, he's searching for a bun with uni and squid ink. So Crazy Boy is now getting rid of all of his stock. Now the pigeons have come in for the action. This seems to be the most buzzing place in the outer market today. Even the pigeons can smell dinner. Hey, watch out, there's a truck coming. Get out of the way. He made it. Hi. Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna show you some mentaiko, okay? I'm gonna show you. じゃあアメリカ。
アメリカに。
あ、でも近くに住んでる。Ah, this is mentaiko, guys. This is the spicy.
ワールド TV に映すからちょっと。ワールド TV に。
今1000人ぐらい見てる。This is mentaiko. This is spicy fish roe, fish eggs. これいくらですか今？2000円。
He is crazy boy.
This is crazy boy right here. Crazy boy's right here. Yeah, and this is ridiculously cheap. He's saying 1500 yen, 2000 yen, which is so cheap actually. Yeah, that's a lot of mentaiko. So 来週どうするこの店？
ずっと営業する。
営業するでしょ。あ、もう。わー。So 何年間ここに店ありました？
7年、7 years.
あ、7 years they had a shop here. そっか。
このまま全部ここはステイ。
さあ、たらこ、明太子、山盛りは今から。
So if you're in Tokyo and you want some mentaiko, definitely come here. He's getting rid of everything at a ridiculously cheap price because he is Crazy Boy! This is the history, folks. Nihachi. Right. Nihachi. Hihachi. Okay, Hihachi. Right. Hachi. 8. Hachi. Yeah. Wonderful. Arigato. All right. It's sad to see them go, but it's kind of fun at the same time to celebrate it with going. A lot of people are taking pictures. Again, this is the day that Tsukiji Market closes, and some of the business in the outer market are selling their stock at fire sale prices. All right, let's keep walking. Let's keep walking around. Check out a little bit more. Now let's go this way. We haven't gone this way yet. He's saying half price. Now he's saying more than half price. So these are some of the deals that you can get. There's another shop that's still open. A lot of them are getting rid of their it is sort of a sad day, but it's not like we didn't know that this was coming. The move was delayed by over a year and a half. So people could see it, and I think that was good that they kind of delayed the move a little bit. Maybe not for some of the people, but the mayor, Koike-san, who's the mayor of Tokyo, made a pretty bold move and delayed it because she told of contamination in the new spot, but it took them a long time to decontaminate it, and now it's okay. But I'm glad that was not a very popular political move to delay the move. But you do what you got to do. So we're now on the busiest street of the outer market. And we saw the inner market, they no longer allow people to go in there. That inner market closed on September 30th to the public. And now you need a permit to go in there. But you can still see that there's still a lot of businesses here selling kaisen don. These are some good looking kaisen don. And these will still be here. These shops will still be here. So if you do come to Tokyo, you know, maybe you still want to make a trip here just to have kaisen don. The fish is going to be coming from the market just as fresh as it was before. And I've always said that, you know, Tsukiji is a good place to get the fish, to get sushi out here. But this wasn't the only place. All of the fish sellers from around the city would come to the same place. So even if you were in Ikebukuro, which is on the other side of the city, you're still getting pretty much the same fish. You are getting the same fish. So just because the market moved 2 kilometers away, that doesn't mean anything less. This is Sushi Zanmai. And that right there is the guy the president of Sushi Zanmai, who buys the first tuna of the year. He pays several $100,000 for it. And he has several branches around Tokyo and Japan. Wow, so you got fresh sushi here. We have maguro, kai, anago, uni, ikura, sweet shrimp and egg for 3,000 yen, nigiri set. Oh, it's gorgeous. Bring. And the shop's pretty busy. So, yeah, business goes on. All right. So, whenever there's a crowd like this, there's something interesting going on. So let's take a look, okay? Something's happening. Something's happening. Oh, he's carving it.
Beer.
So right now I am your eyes and ears. So hear me now and believe me later. That there is a tuna. So again. And they now have pretty much carved it all up. So you still see tuna making its way here to be sold. And you can see down there that he also has mentaiko, but I think it's a better deal to buy it in the other spot. And you can see the big blocks of tuna. Do you guys see that? That's akami. The deep red color is akami. And maybe a little bit of chutoro on the side there. They will clean all of the meat out, which is good. They don't waste anything, and that ends up being put into something like negitoro. Pretty cool. So the outer market's still buzzing, guys. If you are in Tokyo right now, not to worry. You'll still have sushi and that kaisen don. One of my favorite foods is kaisen don. It's just like, here's some good kaisen don here. It's just an amazing mix of, I guess it's a fish salad essentially in English. Amazing mix of different seafood on a bed of rice. It's very colorful and each one is special. But I guess it's the weekend. Some of the shops are closed and some of them are open. So you can see some of the sights and sounds that haven't changed. All right, guys, there you go. There's the Sushi Tsukiji Market, end of the road episode, moving day. What did I learn? What did we learn? I'll wrap this up. We learned that the market will stay in business. We learned that not everything is fish here. What? We learned that it is moving. There are lots of boxes, lots of movement, lots of things. It looks like the shop is moving as well. Edoya Umi, I can't see the name. So they're moving the stuff here. That's a big cat. And there's Sushi Zanmai. There's the president. I once caught a fish this big. I think it was bigger than that. So what did we learn? We learned that yesterday was the last day for konnichiwa. That yesterday was the last day for Tsukiji Market to be open, and today is the day that all the moving starts. The new market in Toyosu opens up on October 11th, but the outer market's still going to be here, and the sushi place will still be serving some delicious sushi. Sushi Zanmai is still in business. じゃあまた火曜日ここに取材する。よろしくお願いします。Yeah. So there you have it. Any questions? It was nice to see. We saw some visitors from New York, from Holland, from Italy that watched the show, and just a shout out to everybody who comes to say hi. I kind of, it's kind of cool. So definitely don't be shy. Interrupt the live streams if you see me walking around because, yeah, it makes it a lot more fun. Ginza's this way, guys. Ginza's a straight shot. And we walked, there you go. And we walked from that way. That is Kachidoki Bridge. All right, everybody, have a good day, good night, wherever you are in the world. Oh, there's Kachidoki Bridge. There's the bridge right there. That's where we started. Bye-bye to Tsukiji Market. Hello to Toyosu. We'll go in there and take a look around as soon as the opportunity presents itself sometime in October. So then you can get an idea. You know, a lot of people are planning their vacations to Tokyo, planning it to Japan, and you want to eat fish and you want to go to the fish market. I'm interested too. I'm kind of curious too. How is it going to change? And I can kind of get the vibe that a lot of the shops here don't have a place in the new market. They've got to end their businesses. Like the Mentaiko place that we saw there. He just can't get a place to sell his Mentaiko anymore. But Tsukiji will keep going on because you see here, Tsukiji is older than the market. Tsukiji goes back centuries. Tsukiji's gonna be okay. Tsukiji Market, different story. All right, everybody, bye. Thank you so much for the support. Hit the like button if you like this kind of content, and if you like fish and you like sushi, hit the like button twice. Wait, that would cancel out your like. Just hit the like button once. Make sure you subscribe because I don't know, because it's better as a community, right? There you go. Say goodbye to Tsukiji Market, everybody. Thanks, Gretchen. I don't think that cat will make it through customs or the fish. Bye, everybody.